So I will begin by telling you how the DFS algorithm works. First a source node is selected and then it is traversed to the immediate connected node. This traversing is repeated until a node is hit which do not have any new connected nodes. So the algorithm falls back to the previous node and looks for any new connected node to the previous node. If there exists, the same procedure is repeated, and if there is no node, the falling back continues. So this is how the whole graph is traversed in DFS algorithm. This is the graph on which we are going to perform DFS algorithm, and this is the adjacency matrix. If you don't know what is adjacency matrix, basically it tells whether two nodes are connected or not. For example, the fifth node is connected with the first node and the second node. Here also you can see that in the cell of the fifth and the first node, 1 is present, which represents that these two nodes are connected. Similarly, in the cell of the fifth and second node, 1 is present, which means that these two are connected, and in the rest cells, 0 is present, which means fifth node is only connected with the second and the first node. The DFS algorithm uses stack as the data structure. So in the first step, the 0th node is included in the stack and given a tick which represents that the node is visited. Then the algorithm will proceed to check the connections of the 0th node. Here in the column of the 0th node, we can see that the 0th node is connected with the first node, second and the third node. So sequentially the algorithm will proceed to the first node. Now the first node is entered into the stack and given a tick. Then the algorithm will check the connections of the first node. The first node is connected with the 0th node and to the 4th and the 5th node. As the 0th node is already covered, the algorithm will move to the 4th node. Now the 4th node is entered into the stack and given a tick. The algorithm will check for the connections of the 4th node. The 4th node is only connected to the first node which is already visited. So the 4th node will get popped out. Then the algorithm falls back to the first node and check for the new connections of the first node. The first node is connected with 5th node which is not yet covered. The algorithm moves to the 5th node and it is entered into the stack and given a tick. Then the algorithm finds the connections of the 5th node. It is connected to the first node and second node. The second node is not yet covered, so the algorithm moves to the second node. The second node is now entered into the stack and given a tick. Now the algorithm finds the connection of the second node. It is connected to the 0th node and the 5th node, but both of the nodes are already covered, as you can see here. So the second node gets popped out of the stack. And then the algorithm falls back to the 5th node, which also do not have any new nodes connected to it. So the 5th node also gets popped out. Similarly, the first node also gets popped out. And then the algorithm falls back to the 0th node and looks for any new connections. The 0th node is also connected with the third node, as you can see here. So the third node is pushed into the stack. The third node have no new connections, so it gets popped out. And finally the 0th node gets popped out. So this is how the whole graph is traversed in DFS algorithm. Now I will move to the IDE and write the program for DFS algorithm. I have already written down the adjacency matrix of the graph. Then I will create a list named visited and enter 6 zeros in it. The visited list tells whether a node is visited or not. Each index in the list represents a node and the value of the list at a particular index is 0. That means the equivalent node is not yet visited. Then I will create a function DFS and take integer n as parameter. For the time being I will write pass. Then I will take an integer input from the user and store it in source node variable. As the name suggests, it will ask the user for the starting node. In the DFS method, First, I will check whether the current node is visited or not. This can be checked by checking the equivalent index in the visited list. If it is not equal to 0, that means the node is already visited, and I will simply return. And if the node is not visited, we will move to the else part. Here I will first mark the node as visited and then create a variable num and initialize it with 0. The use of num will be known in the coming for loop. Then I will create a for loop for relation in add max n. The relation variable will take value of one column at a time of the row n, where n signifies the current node. In the for loop, I will check whether the relation value is not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, that means that the current node is connected with the new node. And then I will recursively call the DFS function on the new node. Num variable signifies the value of new node. Therefore, it is incremented every time in the loop. Then outside the loop, I will simply print n. Whenever the algorithm reaches this point, it signifies that n has no new node connected to it, and it is the time to pop out. Now I will run the program. You can see that the output appeared as expected, 425130. If you also want to see the stack in the program output, you can modify the program in this way.
I've been deeper, but I have to stay afloat. It's not easy. Be a person you don't want. Can somebody take me other thing? Going to do. Where's the life I